During last night's
Monday Night Football game between the Bills and the Bengals, Bills safety Damar Hamlin collapsed on the field. The team says he went into cardiac arrest. The 24-year-old is now sedated and listed in critical condition.
Many veteran NFL players say what happened last night to Damar Hamlin was unlike anything they have ever seen before on the gridiron.
Mark Rogondino live for us in Costa Mesa with reaction tonight from a former Rams player. And Mark, this really rocked the football world.
Yeah, there's no question, Alex and Christine, it rocked not just only the football world, but I think all of humanity. If you're a sports fan or if you're not, certainly this became a main headline when you woke up this morning around the entire country, and for good reason. It's something that we have never seen before. If you missed it last night, about midway through the first quarter was when Damar Hamlin went for a pretty routine tackle as he tried to bring down T. Higgins of the Cincinnati Bengals. It was anything but routine, though, as to what happened after the tackle took place. Players immediately had a look of concern on their faces, and also for good reason, because this is something we have never seen happen on the football field before. And it wasn't just Buffalo Bills players, it was also Cincinnati Bengals players, and of course the entire sold-out crowd there in Cincinnati. That led to a prayer circle at the middle of the field, and who will ever forget the shot of the ambulance going off down the tunnel to take Hamlin to a nearby hospital. To bring it back locally, though, here I'm at the Chargers Performance Center in Costa Mesa. The Chargers, like many NFL teams around the league, a great gesture here of positivity, have decided to take the number 3 and the name of Hamlin and put that in place of their own logo on their Twitter avatar, sending positivity, sending support, another show of the brotherhood of NFL players and teams. And speaking of that brotherhood, former 2-time NFL Pro Bowl fullback and actually former Ram Mike Carney, I had a chance to catch up with him earlier today and talk about what he was experiencing and seeing when this all went down last night.
Unlike anything we've seen before, and so that to me obviously was a very serious situation. I think, obviously life or death in that moment, and that, I mean, mind blown. I mean, you don't think you go to a game as a player, as a fan, that this situation is actually going to happen. And the NFL is prepared for it. They really are. They're prepared for it. They have the personnel there for these things to happen, but I don't even think they would ever expect something like this to happen.
You talk about and I've heard players talk about it in the last 24 hours about the brotherhood of NFL players, and it seemed very clear that that instantly became nothing about my team against your team.
It all goes out the window, the competition part, right? It all goes out the window. We're all, these players, they're all there for the same reason. It's a dream job, right? It's an opportunity of a lifetime. Yeah, you're competing hard, you're wanting to, playoff implications and stuff like that. When something like this happens, all goes out the window. It's all about the health and safety of the player.
Since retiring from the NFL, Carney now works with the NFL's union inspection crew. So who better to ask about the state of today's equipment for NFL players?
The game is as safe as it can possibly be at this moment in time. The league is as far down as Pop Warner. Everyone's done a phenomenal job of making this game safer. With the helmets, the pads, everything is at the highest you can think of from this standpoint of science.
Carney also went on to tell me that he received calls from his mother and father following the incident last night out in Cincinnati. And like all of the people around our nation, all the people and players in the NFL, everyone just hoping for a positive outcome to this story and a recovery to full 100% for Damar Hamlin. Reporting from here at the Chargers Performance Center in Costa Mesa, Mark Rogondino, Fox 11.
Yeah, Mark, everybody talking about this, everybody feeling this. Thank you so much.